All right, so since I last had you on the Grapevine Radio Show, you've released 2 singles, God Fell Silent and This Is Life. So what kind of reception, what kind of reactions did you have when you released those songs?
Both of them were really well. This Is Life specifically people liked that one a lot. I get it, it's catchy. That's kind of why I wrote it. It has that chorus that's kind of catchy and repetitive. It's kind of what I was going for. Then God Fell Silent, I feel like it didn't get quite the traction I wanted it to, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, still, obviously, there's plenty of time. But I don't know. I think the subject matter is a little bit personal for a lot of people. So I could get why maybe that would turn some people off maybe from listening to it. But, you know, at the same time, it's my story, and that's why I released it, was because I wanted people to know. But other than that, it's going great. I'm going to the studio again in a couple weeks to record more.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna go record an EP all in one day.
What was the release party like for God Fell Silent? Like, how did that turn out?
Oh yeah, it was pretty fun. I think I had like 60 people there, something like that. Kyle opened up for me. Kyle Williams, he's awesome. Blood Daubers, Sirens in the Suburb. He's in like 12 bands. But love Kyle. He's a good guy. And he opened up the show, and then I did 3 sets at that show. I did banjolele set, and then a regular acoustic ukulele set, and then an electric ukulele set. So I did all 3 and made it like a whole event. So it was a lot of fun.
How did you get into the banjo ukulele thing? Like, I've never seen that before.
I don't know. I just I started listening to a lot of country music out of nowhere. I've always kind of listened to it, but I just like really hardcore like the last couple months. I don't know why. I've just been in a country kick, and I was like, man, I love how a banjo sounds. I want to play a banjo, but I don't want to learn a new instrument. And then somebody mentioned the banjolele, and I was like, it's played the same way, tuned the same way. It just sounds different, and it's cool because I feel like it gives me an extra, like I said, it gives me the ability to do country music, reggae music, and punk music, all 3. You know, it kind of gives me that versatility to do a lot more.
Do you know how to play like an actual banjo too?
No. No, absolutely not.
Did we used to have a banjo?
So what is like your typical live show experience like, if you could describe that?
I really like performing live. It's fun. I like getting out and meeting new people and seeing all the new places. And usually whenever I play somewhere out of town, I get down early and I go and try to like go to some shops around and just kind of see what it's like. When we go to Lawrence, I go down there early, and I actually go down and I hand flyers out. I literally stand on mass, and either I hand them to people or I go down the street, and if I see a parking meter with an empty parking spot, I tape a flyer to it. That's what I did for the last show that I just played there on Thursday. I'm really big on promotion and, you know, making sure that people are getting to this, you know, to the show, because it's important for the venue too. So, yeah.
Since you said this area is kind of like your old stomping grounds, like, how does it feel to be back?
It's mixed feelings. I have a lot of negative memories attached to this area and stuff, but it's nice to be around people that are receptive and happy to see me here, and you know, it's very nice, heartwarming, I guess you could say, almost like I'm being welcomed back. So it's cool because I just, you know, I mean, obviously moving to St. Joe, there's not really a lot of stuff around here, places to play,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's why I moved to St. Joe, was so I had that more of that range of where I could play more places, and just never really came back this way after that. I guess I didn't really have a reason to, you know. My family all that lives here, they all come to St. Joe to see me, so it's kind of, but it's nice to be back.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, last question. Just how do you decide what songs to play?
It kind of, it just depends on the kind of place, what I think the crowd's going to be like. I even changed my set once I got here. Once I noticed that the crowd's kind of a little bit more older people, so I kind of changed it up a little bit and didn't do, the more vulgar stuff or, stuff like that. I kind of tried to dial it back a little bit and do more catering to my crowd. That's the big thing. Like I'm not going to come here and do my punk set with my drummer and do Limp Bizkit, like I could, it'd be fun, but this just isn't the place for that. You know what I mean? It's just knowing what's cool where kind of thing. It's the biggest part of it.